Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Football Family Feuds, and I haven't posted for a while. I was enjoying the Easter break with my family, so hope you all had a happy Easter, and I hope you guys are keeping safe and not doing anything too silly, and I hope you are also making the most of your time staying indoors. What I may do for future videos, I'll be doing it with some of my football supporting friends. I've been doing some picture quizzes with them, showing them pictures of past and present players and seeing if they can name them. So I may do that on my channel. Let me know if you want to see some of that, and I'll do some on my channel. That way there'll be no cheating, no Google, going to Google for the answers. So yeah, I think I'll do a few of those a bit later. So today I've got a lot to get through in the 10 minutes or so that I'm going to do for this video. We'll be talking Peter BONETTI, VIALLI, Kante, Sancho, Declan Rice, ONANA, Pierre Viez and Hazard. So quite a few things to talk about today. So before I get into the video, guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so that you'll be notified whenever we make a video. I'm smiling because I'm looking at the same. Again, as I said, before I get into this video, actually, I just want to quickly show you a quick snippet of what we've been getting up to with me and the boys while we've been staying indoors. So have a look at this little video. Right, I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little juggling with the boys. Right, so on to the first story, Peter BONETTI. So I just want to give a quick tribute to Peter BONETTI, who sadly passed away yesterday, age 78. So I'd like to say that I had the privilege of actually meeting him when I was at one of the Chelsea games. I was in the hospitality lounge. He was one of the hosts. He came up to our table and started having a conversation to me. He struck me as a gentleman. He was a really nice, polite, and he was, anyone who's in the game who knew him as a really nice person. Fantastic goalkeeper. He was nicknamed the Cat in our day. He wasn't the tallest, as you can see in this picture that I'm showing with me, that I took with him. He was just under 6 foot. I'm 6'1", so I think he was about 5'11", so not the tallest for a goalkeeper, but he was nicknamed the Cat because of his agility. One of the most agile goalkeepers you'll ever find. He won a few trophies with us. He won the FA Cup with us, and he won the Cup Winners' Cup with us, and he's our second longest serving player after Ron Harris. When I first started supporting Chelsea as a child, he was the first goalkeeper that I remember playing for us. So thanks for the memories, Peter, and I'll always enjoy all the fantastic saves that you made whilst I was watching Chelsea. And I just want to pay my respects to the family as well and wish them my condolences. So we had the bad news of Peter BONETTI, but we had some better news with another former player and manager in Gianluca Vialli. Yesterday the news was that he's been given the all clear for cancer. A lot of you may not know, or you may know that he's been suffering from cancer the last few years, but he's had chemotherapy, and happily he's in remission at the moment. So we want to wish Vialli and his family all the best, and let's hope that he can stay cancer free and live many more years. He was if you see the video I did of the my favourite Italian managers, he came in at number 2. He was one of my favourite players at Chelsea, and as I said, he was very good as a manager, winning us the FA Cup, the League Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup. So very successful spell for him as a manager. Now on to the story for Kante. There's lots of talk that Chelsea may be willing to part with Kante at the end of the season, and the fee being banded around is between 80 and 90 million, with the likes of Real Madrid and PSG interested in him. I hear a lots of conflicting views on this. Some people will say they're happy for us to cash in, because he's 29 years old and the fact that he's had an injury hit season, and others saying that he will be mad to cash in on him because he's still potentially one of the most dominant midfielders in world football, world class level as a midfielder. For me, at the beginning, I did a video a few weeks ago or months ago where I said it may not be such a bad idea, but I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking he's very much underappreciated as a footballer. I've been watching in my spare time some of the things that he's done for us in the past, and he's still got phenomenal energy, and he's not only is you can't really call him a defensive midfielder, I'll call him more for box to box. He can do most things in the game. He's probably not one of your ballers with high skill, but he's still got a fair amount of skill. His goal scoring has gone up a notch now, and he can still dominate that midfield area. I remember the 2 games against Liverpool this season where he was head and shoulders above everyone else on the pitch. Unlucky to be on the losing side in both those games. What's the issue is this season, as I said, is because he hasn't really had a break from football because of his high energy and the way that he plays. He's like plays week in, week out. He played week in, week out for Leicester, week in, week out for Chelsea. Played when he shouldn't have done in the Europa Cup final when he was had an injury. That's affected his season this season. So I believe that with this, what's happening with the coronavirus, he's got more time to have a rest and to get back to full fitness, and he's had that break that he's needed. If he comes back after that long break, we can see him get back to the form of 2 seasons ago. So we may be a bit rash getting rid of him now. I know 29, we may get big money for him, but I still think he's got a part to play in this Chelsea side. So for me, I would probably try and keep him, and because I think that we may regret letting him go if he goes to like a Real Madrid and PSG and starts to perform wonders with them like he's done with us in the past. Let me know your thoughts. Would you get rid of Kante, or do you think that we should be holding on to him and not being reactionary because of the season that he's had, this injury season? So let me know. Now moving on to Sancho. There's so many conflicting stories. Week in, week out, we hear whose favourites to sign him, and he was 1 minute Chelsea were the favourites, and then Manchester United. Today's reports is that he's not interested in Chelsea and he's only interested in Manchester United or Real Madrid. So take that how you want. And the Manchester United fans were getting so excited yesterday because he was doing a Instagram live, and somebody said to him, sip some water if you're going to be joining Manchester United. So he had a sip of water, and everyone's saying, oh, he's definitely joining Manchester United. Guys, the guy's toying with you. He's just playing with you. He's not going to reveal who he's going to be joining next season. And only time will tell who he's going to be playing for, because there's going to be rumours and rumours and rumours. So rather than speculating, we'll just have to play that with the waiting game and see who he decides to go to. Now, Declan Rice, he's kind of wants to join. It looks like he's doing a come and get me plea for Chelsea, because he's talked about his relationship with Mason Mount, and then whilst he was talking about that, he said, we spoke when we were kids and said we want to be playing in the same team together, also playing at international level together. I can't see Mason Mount rocking up at West Ham. He's above that level. So it's obviously Declan Rice saying, Chelsea, I want to come back. Because obviously, if you didn't know, he started off with us as in the youth setup. We let him go at the age of 14. He's kind of saying, can we can I come back to Chelsea because I want to play with my mate Mason Mount. And there's been talk about him joining Chelsea. There's been talk about Chelsea interested in him and making a bid for him. If Kante does move on, then someone like Declan Rice may come in to replace him. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest, but let me know what your thoughts are on the Declan Rice rumours. ONANA, his name keeps popping up, then it dies off, pops up again. And today in the L'Equipe paper, it's saying that Chelsea have made inquiries about ONANA, about taking him on for next season, and his price tag is only €30. This comes after Ziyech earlier on last month, I believe. He said that he would like to. He's going to do all he can in his power to try and persuade ONANA to join Chelsea. There's talk about ONANA favouring a move to Chelsea as well. So, but my thing is, it's come from the L'Equipe, which is a French publication. ONANA plays in the Dutch league, so it's not reported in the Dutch paper or in the French paper. So take that how you want it, but not sure how solid these stories are, but I'm just reporting what's out there in the news, so make of it as you will. Talking about Dutch, this moves me on to Pierre de Visser. A lot of you may know him, some of you may not, so for those who don't, he is a chief scout, it's a Dutch scout, he's a close aide to Roman Abramovich, and Roman Abramovich used him a lot to recruit a lot of players who came into Chelsea in the past. He was the one who actually recommended Neymar to us when he was at Santos, and we were that close to buying Neymar until I don't know what happened in the end. I think Santos offered him a lot of sponsorship deals, etc., and he turned us down in the end. But Viez, as I said, Pierre de Visser, sorry, he does know a play, especially the South American League. So he's come out today and said that Roman Abramovich wants to keep all his transfer targets a secret. He doesn't want them leaked to the press. So he knows who some of the targets are, but he doesn't want to be penalised by Abramovich by revealing who our targets are. And that kind of makes sense, really, because if you look at the Ziyech deal, we were kind of loosely linked with Ziyech, but there wasn't a lot in the paper talking about Ziyech. And out of the blue, all of a sudden, Ziyech came in. We only linked with him, 3 or 4 days, and then bang, the deal was made. So guys, that's just a lesson for us all. The press speculate about lots and lots and lots of players, but in truth, they don't know who we are after or how close the deals are. Chelsea are a team who's kind of trying to operate in a secretive way, so we'll only know about targets once it's either really close to being completed. So all these loose links that we have with players at the moment, just take with a pinch of salt. I'm here just reporting on the stories. I keep saying I'm not saying that these stories are concrete. Anytime I hear a story, I'm just keeping you guys informed of who we are linked with, and I kind of give my opinions on how true I think these stories are. So just bear that in mind for future videos. Finally, I want to talk about Eden Hazard, and there's some reports today how he's finding it hard in isolation because obviously he's not training with Real Madrid at the moment, and he's at home, so he's finding himself digging into the pizzas, the donuts, and all those fatty foods, the burgers, etc. I remember just before he came to Chelsea, actually, the Belgian manager at the time was very critical about him for eating a bit too much burgers. When he went to Real Madrid, he went there overweight, and that's why his pre-season, at the beginning of the season, he wasn't match fit, and it was criticism that way. With Hazard, talent-wise, he's up there with Ronaldo and Messi, top 3 for talent, I'll say. But I've said it in the past, and I will say it again, I don't think he's going to reach that top level of Ballon d'Or level because of his discipline. he's first to admit he's not as disciplined. If he was as disciplined as the two players I just mentioned, he'll be up there for Ballon d'Or. Even when he was at Chelsea, he would have been consistently up there in the top 3 for Ballon d'Or. But this guy, he's as I said, he doesn't like to have that disciplined side of his game. That's why, for me, he's kind of wasted some of that talent that he has, and he should have been a lot higher up that the player ratings if he had looked after himself a lot better. So there you go, guys. That's my roundup for today. Enjoy the rest of your Easter bank holiday, and as I keep saying, guys, remember to keep safe, wash those hands, and keep the blue flag flying high. So until the next video, I'll see you later. So bye bye.